Nothing, sir. The UFO's disappeared.
Well, keep all ground radar on red alert.
Sir.
Is this the lunar module?
Yes, sir.
I'll feel a lot happier when it's landed.
EER is 21 minutes. Rendezvous 4 minutes, 18 seconds later.
Fine.
This is Space Intruder Detector. Red alert. UFO 428, 146, green. Trajectory 042.7/5.4.
Anything?
Nothing.
I picked it up again, Lieutenant. Course 072124. Speed, Sol 0.4. Check. Confirm. Moonbase to Shadow Control.
Come in, Moonbase.
Confirmed sighting in area T.6, green. Moving towards area yellow at Sol 4.0.
Your sightings are masked from us by the moon. We'll pick it up in T6 yellow.
Out. Check the estimated re-entry time on the module.
Yes, sir.
This is Shadow Control. Relay your re-entry time and angle.
Re-entry begins in 7 minutes. Angle 27.5 on a 3-second burn.
Thank you, Captain.
It checks.
Thank you. The UFO's altered course 5 degrees. The interceptors won't make contact. It could reach the lunar module before re-entry, sir.
Make to the captain. Emergency re-entry at an angle 3-1. Increase burn 1 second.
That's a tough order, isn't it? Theoretically, the UFO could be on us in 4 minutes. The new angle takes us in less than 3.
An angle of over 30 degrees, that's pretty close to the upper limit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like taking a head-on dive into a bowl of molten lead. It's possible, but you wouldn't do it for kicks.
Sighting now in area blue, sir.
Termination?
I don't have an affirmative yet, sir, but it's definitely closing on the module. UFO's increased speed to Sol 0.6. Even with the new angle, it's going to reach the module before re-entry is complete.
Warn them.
It's too late. I have re-entry cessation on radio contact.
Kill! No! Kill! No! Kill, Straker! No! Kill! Yes! Kill, Straker!
I don't get it, Lieutenant. It's a lot slower than any other signal we've ever picked up.
Yes, but we can't afford to take any chances. This is a red alert. Repeat, this is a red alert. Interceptors, immediate launch. Still no increase in speed?
No, steady at 35,000 knots.
Moon-based interceptors. Imperative you obtain visual contact before making any attack.
Roger. Should go visual any second now. Interceptor leader to moon base. Have visual contact.
Identify.
A little charred around the nose cone, but it's all ours.
Paul, good to see you. How are you, Paul?
Fine.
Well, you gave us all quite a scare.
I gave you quite a scare?
16 hours with no radio contact.
The transmission antennae was destroyed in the re-entry attempt.
Yes, I read the technical report.
Why don't you tell us your version?
Version?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened. From you.
You get my report.
Now, look, Paul, there's nothing official about this.
What'll it be, coffee?
No thanks, you go ahead.
How about something a little stronger?
Now, you know I don't use it, Paul.
Never? Oh, I was forgetting the ice-cold computer mind of Commander Straker can rationalize his troubles away.
Now, look, Paul. We know you've had a pretty rough time, but Commander Straker doesn't have to take that kind of stuff from anyone.
Maybe that's because nobody's dared to dish it out to him before now.
All right. Let's have it.
If you're talking about details of the accident, you're asking the wrong man.
Who should I be asking?
The man who ordered the re-entry angle of 31 degrees.
That, as you very well know, was me. It was a dangerous but not impossible angle.
That depends upon your stage of re-entry. For us, it meant a certain burn-up unless we leveled out.
So you overcompensated and bounced off the atmosphere?
Yes. Just had enough fuel to make it back here.
It was a risk I had to take.
A risk you had to take. Next time you have a risk to take, Commander, let me know and I'll pick up some of that back leave.
Well, over the past year, our rate of success against UFOs has been impressive, but by no means 100%.
Like they used to say in the old days, that'd be like asking for the moon.
Well, that's pretty much what I plan to ask for, Alec. Enough money to set up 4 new, fully automated moon bases over the next 10 years.
Private?
It's work. Why don't you join us? I think it's the only way to achieve adequate backup capability, even against a massive UFO attack.
Who says they have the capacity to mount a mass attack?
Nobody. Because nobody really knows. But they might have. Next year, 10 years from now, and we have to be ready for it. All right. Let's hear your reactions. Alec?
You're asking a lot, and I think the council will fight you all the way. But I'm all for trying.
Paul?
I don't know.
Just exactly what is that supposed to mean?
Well, let's just leave it like that.
No. Spit it out. Well?
Do you want it straight?
Yes, I want it straight. But not here.
And I'd like to know just what you think you're playing at.
Hold it, Alec. All right, Paul. Let's forget rank. For the moment.
Alex says you're asking a lot. I think that's just one way of avoiding the fact that you're asking to double last year's appropriation.
You're saying you're against?
I'm saying we should rename the whole thing Straker's Alien Defense Organization.
Oh. I get the picture. You think I run this organization for kicks? You think I ask for more money so that I get bigger as SHADO gets bigger?
It's got a name. It's called Empire Building.
Now look, Foster, you've just about gone far enough.
It's all right, Alec. Maybe you should have spoken up earlier, Paul.
Maybe. You said you wanted it straight.
That's right. I have no time for yes men.
I think you should put yourself on the furlough roster. 3 to 4 months complete rest.
You think I'm falling down on the job?
I think it's got to you. I think you're obsessed with SHADO and Ed Straker. I think you're making decisions without any real thought to the consequences.
Like that re-entry angle.
Yes, like that re-entry angle. And like spending millions on moon bases when they're needed on Earth. Like 100 other instances I can name.
All right, all right. Suppose Commander Straker took some leave. You got a replacement in mind? Well?
It's possible.
But why the soft pedal? Why didn't you just slap him back into line?
It isn't that simple, Alec.
Well, if you take my advice, you'll think about it.
The lunar module leaves for Earth in 17 minutes.
Well, I'd have to go.
I'll sleep on what you said, Alec.
Fine. You do that.
Safe journey.
General quarters. This is an internal security alarm. This is an internal security alarm.
Seal all exits. I want Captain Craig found and brought here. Use stun guns if necessary, but I want him alive.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
You tell me.
Look over there. He's not here. Come on. Right.
Right. Continue search in area 7.
What's taking so long?
We'll find him, sir.
Reception and embarkation areas searched. Sleep sphere checked? Right. Move on to recreation area. Negative.
The explosive store's been broken into. Looks like a high detonation pack is missing.
Hold it, Craig. He's just entered the emergency exit
10, wearing a spacesuit.
Order condition red.
This is control. Internal security, condition red. Repeat, condition red.
If he gets near the air and water installations with that explosive pack. Why wasn't exit 10 sealed?
It's an emergency exit, sir. It remains operational even during an alert.
All right. Get some men out there after him.
Yes, sir.
And I want to check on all emergency air supplies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and find out where he got that spacesuit.
Right away, sir.
There's a spacesuit missing from the legisphere, but he won't get far. It was due for recharging. There's practically no air left in the pack.
Scan the surface.
There he is.
We have no choice. Use number 4.
We'll have to use a missile.
No. It's too close to our installation.
Listen to me, Craig. We know what you're trying to do, but it's 200 yards to that air and water installation. You'll never make it.
I'll be close enough.
Lieutenant Craig, we realize you want to destroy Moonbase, but you're destroying yourself. Your air supply won't last.
systems checked and okayed, sir.
Right. Oh, stand down to yellow.
Yes.
The damage report, sir.
Thank you.
This is control. Stand down to internal condition, yellow.
Well, there's nothing here we can't handle.
Thank you, sir.
What now?
Well, I'm going back to bed.
Aren't you interested to find out what happened?
It'll keep. No one's going anywhere, are they, Colonel?
Give me a teleprinter link to Earth. I want to make a report.
Yes, Colonel.
Colonel Freeman.
Yeah?
I have a communication for you, Colonel.
Well?
It's a somewhat unusual channel.
Well, all right, Lieutenant. What is it?
General Henderson wants to see you right away.
He contacted you?
One of his assistants did.
Well, why not Miss Eland? She usually deals with personal calls.
I was a little surprised myself. Anyway, I was asked to give the message only to you. You're asked not to communicate it to anyone.
Anyone? Does that include Commander Straker?
Commander Straker was specifically mentioned, sir.
I see.
That's what he said. I appreciate it, Alec. I'm not going to say they shouldn't have told me.
Good. So what's it all about?
Why don't you go along and see Henderson and find out?
Well, you're wondering why I asked you here.
More than that. I'm wondering about the way you asked me here.
You mean my request that you should tell no one about your visit?
I mean the fact that I was asked not to tell Commander Straker.
And did you?
First chance I got.
Read that. You didn't finish it.
I don't have to. I've seen enough. Is that all you wanted to see me about?
Sit down, Colonel, and listen to me. Now, if this had come to me from a shadow operative or even from a senior shadow officer, I'd have pitched it straight into the ash can. But it didn't. It came from Moonbase. From Paul Foster, the man who's backed Straker in every fight he's got into.
If you say so.
I do. Which makes Foster 100% loyal.
Not anymore. Not in my book.
I have to take this seriously, Freeman. That's why you're here. Now, the basic allegation is that Commander Straker has become mentally obsessed with his command and has to be removed. I want your opinion.
It'd make even you blush.
So there's nothing in Foster's allegations?
Nothing.
They're completely false?
Yes.
Even this one? The claim that Commander Straker plans to request double his last year's appropriation? If it's true, it might go a long way towards establishing a case for believing the commander is suffering from serious delusions of grandeur. Well, is it true, Colonel? I told Henderson to ask you himself, but he knew. If someone had told me just a month ago that Foster would do a thing like this, I'd...
Forget it, Alec.
What do you mean, forget it?
Listen, Foster didn't transmit that information to General Henderson out of pure malice. There's got to be another reason for it.
Has there?
He's bucking for promotion, and he doesn't care who he has to step on to get it.
Well, there's only one way to find out the answer. Tackle him about it. Thanks, Alec.
You girls go and grab a cup of coffee. All right, Paul. You sent details of the new appropriation request to General Henderson.
That's right.
At best, that was a serious breach of trust. What are you trying to pull, Foster?
Stop you spending millions on moon bases for a start.
You should know better than anybody that a mass attack is on the cards.
Speculation.
Half this job is speculation. It must be.
Yes, and it's proving pretty expensive.
In the past 4 months, there has been a marked fall-off in UFO sightings.
Which proves that our present equipment is more than adequate.
Maybe. Or maybe it indicates a grouping. A grouping for a much larger operation. It's going to come. I want to be ready.
I think you're wrong.
I don't care what you think. I didn't come in here to discuss the appropriation. I want to talk about your future with this organization.
Are you firing me?
No. Nobody gets fired from SHADO. Your report to General Henderson was an inconvenience. I can ride that out. No. You're free to express your right of criticism of this command. But you are not free to divulge information given to you in confidence.
And if I do? All right. Let's get one thing clear. I stick to my opinion. I'm gonna push for a change of command.
How hard will you push, Paul? As hard as Craig?
You still say he tried to kill you?
Yes.
With an empty hypodermic.
What did you say? I've told no one how he tried to kill me. An air bubble in the blood. Lethal. And very difficult to prove the cause of death. Open it.
No use, Commander. The doorway's sealed. We won't be disturbed.
Must be a short circuit someplace.
Get the emergency power switched on and trace the fault.
Right.
Colonel. Why don't you just think about this?
Think about it. That's exactly what I've done ever since that last re-entry.
We're switching to the emergency power circuit. Emergency power circuit now in operation.
You're crazy, Foster. You know that, don't you?
Am I?
You must be to think you'll get away with this.
You run this organization too long, it's as simple as that.
All right, Foster. What do you plan to do?
You came into the control sphere.
You asked the girls to leave and lock the doorway.
You tried to talk me back into line. I refused. You started throwing insults. There was a fight. You lost control and pulled a gun. Your gun, Commander. I got it from your locker. I managed to jump you. There was a struggle.
And the gun went off accidentally.
Got it in one.
If we bypass the damaged circuit, we can link into the emergency supply.
Right.
And I want a couple of men outside immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
One question, Colonel. What happened in that module during the 16 hours of radio blackout? All right, Foster. Give me that gun.
Why did you use it? Makes no difference. That shot punctured the sphere. We're losing air. This is the end, Straker.
Is it?
If you don't pass out, I'll kill you with your own gun.
Guess you try and get it.
Well, I won't have to. You'll pass out before I will. That's it. Fight it. I can wait. You see, it's a question of physique. I'm younger, fitter, stronger.
You're forgetting one thing, Foster. Willpower.
We've bypassed the circuits.
Okay. Stand by.
The door should be open in 1 minute. But why? Why?
I don't know, Alec. I just don't know. 2 men bounce off the atmosphere during re-entry. We know that a UFO was closing with their ship. Then, after an extended space flight, they managed to limp back to Moonbase. Now, what happened during those 16 hours?
Something pretty frightening. Something traumatic enough to make both of them want to kill you.
Well, we may know more when the psychiatric unit has finished its tests.
Now, Paul, let's go back to the lights.
What lights?
Yes. The strange, strange lights you were telling me about. Now, Paul, you are in the lunar module. You've been forced to abort the re-entry attempt.
Check the fuel. What? Well, that's not enough. Compute for lunar orbit. Well, the antenna is damaged. No hope of radio contact. We're on our own.
Go on, Paul, go on. It's later, an hour later.
On course. Well, I said the fuel holds out.
And then? What happened then, Paul? The light? You saw a light?
Light. So strong. It's so bright. It's blinding me.
What's making this light? Where does it come from?
Kill.
Where does this light come from, Paul?
Kill.
Pulse rate 104 and still rising, Doctor.
Kill.
Kill who?
Kill. Kill. Kill Straker.
Relax, Paul. It's all right. Relax now. Relax.
Sorry I'm late. All right. Let's have it.
Paul Foster is finished.
Finished? But you said yesterday that it was going to be all right.
Yes, but in our psychoneuralgic test, we found that...
Never mind the textbook blurb. What happened?
Well, sometime during that space flight in the lunar module, Colonel Foster was subjected to a deep subliminal impulse.
Brainwashed. By who or whatever was in that UFO.
Brainwashed?
Yes, the impulse was extremely powerful and confined to one specific action. To kill you.
But you said that Foster could be completely normalized.
That's right. But our latest tests have shown there is still a trace of the impulse deeply rooted in his subconscious.
Just exactly what does that mean?
It means that we can never be sure.
Sure.
That next week, next month, or in 5 years' time, the impulse might surface and Foster's subconscious will force him to kill you. It could happen today.
Jackson, you said we couldn't be sure. So there is a doubt.
That's right. I could be wrong. Foster may have it under complete control.
Well, surely there's something. Drugs, hypnosis.
No, I'm sorry.
You know what this means?
Lock the door. Under no circumstances whatsoever, open it for 15 minutes. Is that understood?
Very good, sir. So this is it. Thing is, I feel perfectly normal. Oh, I don't blame you. I know it has to be done. I'd do the same in your place. What did the reports say? I'm liable to crack up again? Look, I know you just can't kick me out of Shadow. I know too much. Total security. Well, for God's sake, get it over with.
I think there's a few things you should know first, Foster. The aliens planted one objective in your mind. To kill me. The rest of your mind was unaffected.
I don't understand.
I know you don't understand. The psychiatrists, they gave you a clean bill of health.
Well, if I'm okay, why this?
I think you said it pretty well yourself. You told me you were going to push for a change of command. Change of command. 10 years. I've given 10 years of sweat and sacrifice to get Shadow running the way I want it. And I won't let some young punk like you mess things up. You're a threat, Foster. A troublemaker. Now, I can't fire you, and I can't shelve you. So...
I don't believe you.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, there's Henderson. Now, he won't let you get away with this.
Won't he?
And then there's Freeman. What about Alec Freeman?
I can handle Alec Freeman. Hold it, Foster. Guards! Now, who do you think they're gonna believe? Foster. You've had it. Change of command. You're gonna throw 10 years away from a punk like you? You're gonna tell General Henderson, huh? Guards! Guards! They take orders from me, Foster. Now get back, Straker! You're going to have to kill me, Foster. No! I said kill me. It's you or me. Shoot! Kill! Kill! It's all right, Paul. It's all right. You're trying to kill me! killed you anytime I wanted. I'm sorry, Paul. I had to do it. I had to be sure. If you were ever going to kill me, it would have been just now. It's all right.
Still haven't figured it all out, but he's quite a guy.
Yeah.
All set, fellas? Let's go. To see General Henderson about the money for the new moon bases. By the way, Paul, I'll listen to any reasonable arguments against it in the car. And I'll tell you how it's going to be.